So I'm just going to show you a very simple method of just helping your spinning of wool top. You would be aware of the fact that this is a top preparation, and I've just laid it out in on a towel here because what I'm actually going to do is steam it, and I have for many years popped it over a pot of boiling water and gently steamed it, but this method has turned out to be actually very quick, because sometimes you just want to spin straight away and waiting for it to dry is a pain. So this is just wool top, Corriedale wool top, and all I'm going to do is to run a steam iron over the top of it. Now you'll see the change that happens, and so I'm just making sure that my iron, yep, it's nice and steamy, and I've got the ability to actually give it a bit of a surge. So we'll just start on this first part and run my iron over it, and you can already see how it is opening out. Anybody who's got curly hair will know the horror of going out on a rainy day or a damp day. This is exactly the same. Alright, we'll just give the iron time to recover. You can see from the very first one that I did how much it has puffed out. And so basically what you've done is activated the crimp again. And the reason that it wasn't as buffy as this before is because of the process of top making. The wool gets quite hot, and as it goes through the different processes, the rollers, the combs, it stretches it out a bit like when you iron your clothing and you press out all the wrinkles. Well, this wool top had its wrinkles pressed out of it. And we make so many decisions about spinning based on the crimp that we observe in our fibre. And so doing this gives us a better idea, there we go, gives us a better idea of how we're going to then spin it. So that's the first part. Then I'm just going to flip it. You can even see that it's a bit straighter on the underside because it's not had as much contact with the steam. And so once again, yep. There we go. It's really coming alive. We'll just finish off this little part. You can see it's a bit flat there. And there we go. All ready for spinning. And I can tell you it is dry enough to handle. It's just because wool tends to absorb a lot of moisture. And really, this is quite ready to spin. And you'll find that it's less slippy. And now you can also observe the crimp and make some choices about how you're going to spin it. And so this is some Blueface Leicester that I have just basically steamed with the iron. And just this one side. And you can see the difference between this and this one. So you might well have looked at this and said, well, you know, it's very sort of silky, smooth looking fibre, and you would have made choices to spin based on that. Whereas when you steam it with the iron, and that was just a couple of seconds ago, you can see that there is a lot of beautiful crimp in this, and it is extremely soft and bouncy. And so you can then make a decision on what style of spinning you'll do based on the true nature of the fibre. Now, I would do this process even if you purchased hand-dyed top and it has been in a plait or it's been in a bag. I would lay it out and I would steam it with the iron. You will be, even though it's gone through the whole process of being dyed and being submerged in water, etc., just having been plaited or put in a bag, it's just, you'll be amazed at how much better it is when it's steamed like this.